Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. We're back with some more Oxygen Not Included. We are back to Sour Gas or Bust today. It's really hot in the UK, so that's why I'm a little bit early, and you can probably hear the fans going on in the background, but that's probably fine. But yeah, what are we doing today? We're going to grab some data banks for a carbon dioxide rocket, but while we're waiting for all that to happen, I think we're going to expand the solar panels, because hooking up more steam turbines is going to be complicated from the geothermal, and I want to make sure that we're powering all the Radbolt generators. But we're just going to start off hanging out. It's very hot. So let's go have a look. What have we actually just done? I believe we have just got the diamond presses online. We're actually firing Radbolts into them now. So this should go pretty well. Have I set these all to 500? No. I haven't set them all to 500, but we've actually unplugged one batch of them. I think I am going to set this to 500 now, just to minimize travel time. I think we'll be okay with that. But yeah, that should be fine. Let's just do a few things first. Let's go grab some skill points. Let's go grab the loot, you know, all that good stuff. I have got to really actually remember who even needs skill points anymore. It's not very many of these guys, if I'm being really honest. I think I am just getting both researching skills from everyone at this point. We've kind of run out of other things to give them. And the morale is not going to be an issue, so I don't really see why I should restrain myself. The problem is, if I leave it too long, it starts actually looking like they don't have all the skills. Like I can't actually compare the ones that do have all the skills that they need to the ones that don't. So I should at least try and keep on top of this. For the most part, everyone's getting pretty close to being done. Plumbing for Jorge. It's fine. I'll turn the music on off in a bit. We're just going to go to nighttime. I keep forgetting to save it at nighttime. You know what? You can have pyrotechnics. It's fine. There you go. Lord Fart Squad doesn't have any operating. Why do I have two dupes called Lord Fart Squad? I have one with a capital S and one with a regular S. I'm sure there's a lore reason for that. Yeah, we're getting some pretty good morale going now. I should really go back and set up that wind turbine again. Did I actually get exosuit training on everyone? I did. Okay, that's good. Doesn't seem like there's much more left. But sadly, we must do this every time. Quantum Zari has 9 skill points. That's amazing. Be researching for Ren. I'm just giving them all researching because it's going to buff their attribute point gain. That is if they're going to actually gain any more at this point. Rivaldo, you're actually done. Yeah, Ulivisk is done. Lots of people have been getting a bit irradiated. That's fine. Okay, I think that's all the skill points we need. Let's have a look at the loot. We have accumulated some loot after all. We accumulate this pretty quickly. We're always getting these friggin' gloves. We got 5 unclaimed five unclaimed blueprints. Bright retro future pot. Fire pot. Frilly charcoal gloves. Lavender ammo boots. Red wallpaper. Wow. Amazing. We got the manicure rock crusher. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, let's actually... Hold on. I know we have the toothy one. I'm very excited we actually unlocked that without having to pay for it. That's pretty good. Yeah, look at that. Now Sonia is going to give the all the rocks a manicure. Or realistically, most of the eggshell. I should probably actually go back and heal, like, the guys, right? Like the bionic dupes. We shouldn't just leave them be damaged forever. I put the triage cots down here, didn't I? Yeah. Let's just actually select all the bionic duplicates Just manually heal them. Wow, this is laggy. Why is it so laggy? Like, the interface for the triage cot specifically is lagging. Right, let's just copy and paste it there then. Does that actually do it? No, it doesn't. Why would it do it? That would be too easy, wouldn't it? Right, Sonia... Should I just type it in here? Would that be quicker? Yes. Okay. Everyone else should heal normally. I'm not sure why everyone's taking such a low level of damage. Are there any dupes above 70% damage? No. Okay, that's fine. We'll just heal up the bionic dupes normally, and that should be okay. So, the plan. We have a carbon dioxide rocket. We're just going to get set up for a bionic dupe. We haven't done rockets with bionic dupes before. I'm hoping they can actually use a wall toilet and just gunk it up. But we don't actually have a huge amount of stuff in here. We have oxalite, we have eco power banks. We do require some plastic. That is set to here. I think we actually need to go and select some plastic, maybe. Leave it up. Wow, we're actually out of plastic. It's either that or they've already swept it all up. But what I have realized, we need operating boosters for our bionic dupe that's going up there. And what's the best one for that? It probably is actually an advanced one, which is why we don't have it. So, let's have a look. Probably just the mechatronics one, right? We just want machinery. We don't actually want the piloting boosters. The speed is not relevant. It's the construction. I mean, I could just make 4 electrical engineering ones and 4 mechatronics engineering ones. Seems fine. Are they more expensive? No. Okay, well, we still brought over a load of microchips from the other planet, so that's fine. Right, well, unpause that for a little bit. And I guess we'll see how long it takes to actually accumulate the Radbolts to charge all of these. Because we're definitely generating enough power at the moment. Yeah, I want to expand our space program. If we actually look here, so our wires, we've got 5 solar panels per wire. And this actually worked out pretty well numbers-wise. I'm pretty confident in our bunker door setup as well. So let's actually just quickly think about how many more we can put over here. So we know it would stop at this tile. I'm actually going to remove these just for now. And then we'll come in here. So then let's actually start putting solar panels in and see how far we get. So the other reason I'm doing this is because we made a load of spare glass. So it's not like we're going to have to wait for that. Where's Gizmo? Oh, you guys are all fine. You're on the other asteroid. Everything's still geotuned, right? Should I have, like... I should probably, actually, make some kind of alert where it tells me if a volcano isn't geotuned at this point. Right. Let's have a think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I fit another 5 in? Probably... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's pretty close. It's very close. I think that will be acceptable. Worst case, we'll just make one of them a bit shorter. Obviously, we can't really fit a fire pole here once we've got the bigger rocket, but that's fine. Okay, I like that. And then what we'll do is we'll just extend this whole setup over here. So I need to think about what that's going to look like. We want the tiles down here because we're going to run all of the slime through the conveyor. So we will want to build all of these as well. We can get over here. Maybe not all of them. We broke a sauna. That's not good. Why have we broke a sauna? It's because the natural gas pipe is backed up. Wait, I filled the gas reservoirs already? Why? Oh. This is mixing in the natural gas for the generators now, isn't it? No. It's mixing in the gas from the actual room. That's the issue. I think I intended to just pump... Yes. I think what ended up happening is I pumped gas from the gas reservoirs into these. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I think that means I'm just venting the rest of the natural gases in this reservoir. I really don't want to store it anywhere else. I don't know. That seems kind of lame. I don't want to vent anything into space. We still have most of it here, though. Look. We still have... I don't know, it's like, what? 360 kilograms? But, long story short, I shouldn't have put the gas reservoirs there. I should have actually put them at the end of this pipe. Is this set to just steam? It is just set to vent only steam. Okay, here's an idea. I'm just gonna put some gas reservoirs down here for now. I don't think we're planning on doing anything immediately with this area. So... that will go over here. Because the problem is, at the moment, it's venting natural gas into the base, which we definitely don't want. So, I need to actually... It's actually just disappearing here now. It is. So I need to cut this off, and that means that the steam's all going to burst in here, because we need to cut this off. And that probably means I'm going to have to set up some kind of filtration in the base, because we've got a little bit of the natural gas layer going on now. Yeah, I could probably do that at some point. I could do that now. That's probably fine. Right, how would this even work? And where are we even going to get the natural gas from? Where would I stick it? I could just stick it over here, that's fine. So... let's just do something very simple for now. So, if you detect natural gas here, then activate the pump and leave them. I think it's literally going to be that simple. The only thing is, I need to actually put a bridge in this way. And then for the hydrogen, I need to put it in here. Okay. That's fine. I haven't given these guys that much to do at the moment, so they should get on this pretty quickly. I'm just gonna plumb this, I think, actually. Oh, but I hope you're all doing well. It's really hot in the UK. It's gonna be really hot tomorrow as well. That's why I thought I'd stream a bit earlier. A, so I could try and get some reasonable sleep, and B, just... yeah. You can tell it's hot in the UK. You can always tell because I'm in mild discomfort. Right, remove these. And then, I guess, just vent it into the environment for now. You know what, actually, I don't even care about plumbing it, just vent it. Yes, definitely going to be a speed 1 kind of day, I think. And then let's actually just hook up the power wire. That can go there. And then let's actually... 29 this. Sure, that's going to burst one of these pipe segments while all the steam is collapsing together. Something's going on over here. But in any case, we don't mind the steam pipe bursting in that direction. So that means you just need to fill this up. And let's actually zoom out and do this. And then we can set this to natural gas. No, not nickel gas. We have nickel gas on this Oceania map. We've got a friggin' problem. Okay, and then we can just start hooking everything else up. I think I actually want to build the tiles down here as well, just so we can reach all of the other tiles. And the question is, as well, am I actually going to set this up into... Am I going to actually set this up into the spine running the Radbolt Generators, or am I going to set up into the main spine? I think I'm going to set up into the spine running the Radbolt Generators. I think that will be fine. I think we can make this work, because what we can do... I'm pretty sure we could do some kind of combination of heavy watt joint plates. Or we could just leave the wires down here. We've actually got room for 3 transformers. Maybe I think this is probably what we were planning when we left it last week. So let's see. We want to flip these. I'll leave these on priority 5 for now. We're still keeping this as regular heavy watt wire for now, but we're going to rip this up and replace it with conductive heavy watt wire later. Right, so we want these to plug in here. And then there's actually room for quite a few more jumbo batteries down here as well, which we do want. I don't think we're actually planning on automating any of this power. So we don't need to worry about any joint plates for now. And then, wire-wise, we have a lot of cobalt. It's fine. So I think what we will do is... I think for now I can just do this. But I think realistically that wire is going to come this way. So it's going to come like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down. Ah, there we go. Actual game music. Yeah, we're back to game music today. Guys, don't mind. Right, that will do for that. Wait. No. Cancel that. Then this one is gonna be... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then that one comes out this way. And then this one is going to come out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... Pretty sure what I'm going to do is just put some conductive wire... conductive wire bridges here. You know, that old classic... Space it out like this. That should be absolutely fine. And then that means... I think what I could probably actually do is something along these lines. So... yeah, cut this up. And then I think we can just drag it down. We'll have to extend the ladders a little bit. That's okay. Yeah, and then at least we've got like a little bit of non-Radbolt power going into this. Or non-steam power going into this. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Then where are we going to put the actual tiles to just connect into this? Oh. It should start cooling down soon. My chiller's been on. The fish have been keeping cool. It's not going to be as bad as it was the other day where it condensed. We got condensation on the tank. That was ridiculous. Right. I think that will do for now. Yeah. I mean, in reality, the fire pot should probably go here. Then this ladder... the friggin' mess. Right, in any case, sword is broken, gas pumps are ready. Let's rebuild this out of cobalt ore. And then we'll hook up all of the pipes again. Looks like everything has condensed together. That's fine. We're out of natural gas in the geyser room. That's good. Yeah, we're still bleeding the heat out of this steam. This steam is going to be too hot for forever, basically. And we've got the ethanol in this room. We are condensing it. It's condensing, like, over here. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Yeah. Wonder how many Radbolts we're going to get. I don't think this is depowering. It's just, yeah, it's collecting 170 per cycle. So we've got, like, a lot of Radbolts in here now. One thing that occurs to me, the max storage in here is actually 8,000. And we've got, like, 32 of these set up. So you know what? Let's actually lower this to, like, 250. I think if we do it at 500, they're just going to over-egg it. Wait, does that actually... Yeah, it doesn't change the amount of Radbolts in the storage. That's good. That would be very silly if that was how that worked. Yeah, because I want to turn these ones on as well. That is kind of important to me. Did we dump the plastic in here? No, we're still dumping the oxalite in here. That's fine. I do want all of the oxalite in the rocket. Right, I think if we're done with all of that then... Let's actually just hook up the pipe again. So... Got this in two different places. I want this to go here, I want this to go here. So now, the steam should get vented, and the natural gas should go in here. And then... I mean, ideally I'd like to just hook it back up to this, but... We'll do that later, that's fine. That should only need to be there temporarily. We need to sweep all of this liquid up, because this is where the power banks have ended up. I should probably put an auto sweeper in here. Yes, that was something I saw people do. I saw people putting auto sweepers in their great halls so that they could actually automate table salt delivery. And that's not something I've ever really thought about, to be honest. We got polluted oxygen in here. From... rot. Polluted dirt. Okay. That means I'm gonna have to rebuild this again. Do we actually have liquid in here? No. That's fine. I'll do that very quickly. And then this burst seeds, okay. Still looking for slickster eggs. I've definitely seen this happen before. So how quickly is this actually going off? 25% per cycle. Yeah. I think we spotted this. Yeah, just desperately trying to stay cool. I don't think this liquid is going to go anywhere. The gas in here is not going to conduct any real temperature. You do have to remove the conveyor chutes. And then we have to remove this... Oh, we can just tile over this. The issue now is... If we tile over this to remove the gas... It's just actually gonna break the seal. So perhaps we actually just put a mini gas pump in here. Just temporarily. Yeah. It won't take very long to pull all of this gas out. So let's just do this. See, this one's fine. I set it up so that we get an alert if the liquid lock broke. But I didn't set it up so that we would actually get an alert if there was gas in it. Oh, in that case, you actually don't have to deconstruct the chute. Sorry. Don't know why I told you to deconstruct the rail either. There you go. Seems like it'd be pretty easy for me to build in some insurance here. So I will extend this pipe and the wire up here just so that we can do that on the other freezer if needed. I'm changing these notifiers right now to be because we don't actually need to think that someone's suffocating whenever one of those goes off. There you go. Vent is overpressured. Okay, so that was fairly obvious that was going to be the case. Remove that and we'll put in a high pressure vent. Yeah, we have finished our first video on Pakus, and what I'm doing at the moment is I'm going to release the Sandbox Showcase videos to YouTube members first, now that we have a YouTube member, and then at least 24 hours later, the video will be released in general. But there were a couple of reasons I wanted to do this. One was to reward YouTube members, and the other was so that if there is actually anything particularly wrong with the video, I can fix it before it goes generally public. Not that that's happened a lot, but there was one case where we did like the phosphorus refining video, and then I realized after recording the whole thing, there was a way to get it to self-power very easily that I thought wasn't possible. So, yeah, we will definitely fix that. I'm just hoping we're going to accumulate more plastic. How are the Glossy Dracos doing? I think they're doing fine. They just need to go in the Criticondo, which they are doing. You aren't running because you haven't got any water, that's fine. What happened with this one? The naphtha's all been pushed over here. Interesting. Not exactly what I want to see, but this is clearly full of iron, so clearly something has still worked. I'm not going to keep micromanaging this until the end of the universe. Also, we've ended up with oxygen in here somehow again. Oh, irritating. Right, Oh. Okay. That's irritating as well. I guess deconstruct that for now. Actually, instead of deconstructing that, just plug it in here for now. There you go. That'll technically work, won't it? Was that really it? Was that the entire lot of gas? Oh. We have liquid carbon dioxide forming in now. That's not good. Carbon dioxide's a sterile atmosphere. I'll take it. And it's liquid, so it's going to go in the mesh tile. I don't think it's actually going to cause any issues. Well, that was pretty undramatic, wasn't it? Let's just set this back up over here. It looks like that does still count as a safe environment. You know what would actually make sense? We've done this before. I'm actually going to do this. We're going to remove the portraits here, and we're going to put up an auto sweeper. Why is that one of the oxygen? We're going to set up an auto sweeper here so we can grab rock pile and polluted dirt out of these rooms automatically. Oh wow, it's formed solid carbon dioxide? That's hilarious. You actually rebuild this as well. It does look like the sauna is getting ready now. Oh. Why is this broken again? Oh! Yeah, no, that makes sense. We have to loop it into the friggin... We're gonna have to loop it into the gas reservoirs first? Right, here's what we're doing. Sorry. Right, cancel that. That's gonna go in here. Gonna run past here. That's gonna go in here, and then it's gonna come out here. I'm just gonna disconnect this for now. So all the gas should end up in there. You know what, let's just do this for now. The steam's not going to break while it's in the reservoir. Oh, but then we're going to need a valve on the way out, aren't we? Okay, I think what I actually need to do is... Okay, so what I need to do is this. I need to set this to natural gas. Vent the natural gas. I've changed my mind. Sorry, I've changed my mind. Right, vent the natural gas. I don't care anymore. Can't be fiddling around with this all day. And then that's going to go in there. Cut this, cut that. And then party 9. Then rebuild this again. Right, and then this is gonna run if it's receiving any gas. Which means it should vent pretty quickly all the gas that was in this area. Unless we just end up with a load of CO2. Maybe I'll put it up here. In fact, actually, you know what? Let's do an OR gate here. I bet these ports are the wrong friggin' way around. They are, look. How irritating. Well, that's fine. I do not want to actually think about this, so... do that. Then... come over here. This needs to be set to... 1. And then I actually need to put an auto super. Then I can just go here. And here. And then... I guess just dump polluted dirt. Where do I want the polluted dirt dumping? Man, I don't know. Is there an automation wire there? No. Good. So that can go there. And go there. And then, I guess, just literally dump it just randomly outside the map. Or just dump it up here. I don't actually need it outside the map. I just need it outside the room. This should stop the rooms from mass contaminating, because if any food does rot, this should get the material out of there pretty quickly. Yeah, I should have done that a while ago. Oh well. Right, so just fit this all here. And that rail can just... in fact... no, I will set it down here. This is fine. Right, speedy up. We got a non-builder doing this. Maybe. Right, put that in there. Then priority 9 all of this. Okay, the naphtha, relocate that here. The uranium, I don't know where specifically to put the uranium. Right, just empty this now. The uranium for now. Not overly worried about that. Right. The gas pipe is broken because it's for the steam. Okay, priority 9 this as well. Have you done all of this? No. I wouldn't expect you to have done all of that yet. That would have been quite an ask. We can actually remove all of the bunker tiles here. Let's do that. Are we making a lot of diamond? We are making a lot of diamond. We're mostly just running this diamond press, though. It looks like the errand is getting completed way quicker than, like, we're actually generating the Radbolts. That is a good sign. Why are you flooded? Weird. Okay. What else is going on then? Guess we'll just get them to fix everything first, and then we'll think about everything else. Oh, right, hold on. So you need to be set to polluted dirt and rock pile. That should definitely make sure that these rooms decontaminate themselves a bit easier. And you know what? Let's just put liquefiables in here too. We don't want any liquefiables in these rooms, I don't think. Right, are you actually going to behave now, Mr. Volcano? Thank you. Okay, what else is left then? So, looks like we've now got natural gas venting in here. Steam's coming around here. Steam is now flowing in here properly. Any excess steam needs to go up here. Oh, right, I see the issue. We are eventually going to have excess steam. So that... Let's remove that. That is an oxygen pipe that's no longer needed. So let's actually put the gas bridge here. And then we'll feed that pipe around this way. And then... So the excess steam just needs to be vented into a room full of water. Where we don't really care specifically what's going on with the water. But it needs to be a room that's not going to overpressurize either. And I think we determined we don't have any of those now. Because all of the steam rooms are infinitely pressurizing. I think we are just removing it. So... I guess I'll just put a vent here. We didn't need any of this over here in the end. But I want these saunas working. This is going to help with the morale. Just ignore all the spaghetti over here. And we can sweep up all of this as well. Want to make sure we've got a bit more plastic as well. Ugh. Just so that we can actually make these data banks. Did we ever actually dump it in here? No. We're still just dumping loads of oxalite? Okay. Get rid of this. We shouldn't have any water in here anymore. It does seem like the Drecos are doing okay. Get rid of these. How's the temperature in here? Temperature in here is good now. Right, you need to build these pipes. And then that is just going to go there. That's going to connect here. You know what, actually? I think the vent can just go here. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. What's next? Okay, so I think the freezers are sorted out now. That's good. We do just need a little bit more plastic, though. Okay, here's some plastic. Right, if I tell you to sweep this up, are you actually going to dump it in here? Because this is now the constraint of the thing that we're waiting on. What is Sonia up to? Sonia is transporting oxalite. Let's actually have a look at the plastic and see where someone is going to take it. Ulti, is that you? Okay. So you are going down. Why? Let's follow the rabbit. Oh, it's in here. Yep, okay. So does that mean there's a load of plastic in here? Perhaps not. Does that mean you just dropped the plastic? Very possible. No. You dropped a little bit. I think we're going to have to keep doing this, because I think we set up a load of random storages. Gas pipe broken. Why? Okay, that makes sense. That needs to be repaired. I'm just going to put a mesh tile here because we've dumped a load of steam here. There you go. I think that makes sense. Why do I have a sky scanner if I'm not actually plugged it into another fire? I do have something going on here. Oh, it's for the bunker doors. Oh, okay. That's fine. I don't need a notification every time. That is some wonky Z fighting there. Okay, where's the plastic then? Eduardo was just pretending to pick it up. That's not overly helpful, Eduardo. I do like this new build. Very cool. Yeah? The Radbolts stored in here don't seem to actually decay. That's good. Turn that off, that's fine. That crusher is so girly. I know, right? It's amazing. Right, we have dumped 20 kilograms of plastic in here. Fantastic. We just need to make a little bit more of it in general. And again, that's going to be kind of annoying without any oil. We probably will actually just start multiplying the Dreco ranches soon. I want to decouple the metal refinery from the Drecos. I don't think it's been a huge constraint on the run yet, but I think it's something that we should do eventually. Let's actually continue to hook up. Oh, no. Let's actually just continue to hook up the mesh tiles. Then we'll need to put in the bunker doors. I'm just going to priority 5 all of this for now. The bunker doors, I think, are just going to continue over here normally. Let's remove all of those, then we'll just put those in. And I'll remove these two so we can wander into this little gap. This can be like that. The problem with this whole bit is you do end up with a bit of a cascade where if one pipe segment fails, the rest of them fail. But I think other than that, everything is mostly working over here now. Please. Hope you're doing well, Mimic. Everyone seems to be lurking today, which is fine. You're all allowed to lurk. I'm basically lurking in my own stream today because it's so hot. It's just so hot. Again, that's why we're a little bit earlier. So, let's actually have a look. How much plastic do we actually need to bring on this rocket to make sure that we can just get our stuff in? Roasting over here didn't stream today? Yeah, fair enough. Are you in the UK too? Hello, the bad guy. How are you? I like that emote, lurk. I should do a lurk emote for Whiskers, actually. That would be a good idea. So 5 kilograms of plastic turns into 1 data bank. We need 250 data banks. So we need 1.25 tons of plastic. Great. Well, I'll tell you what. While we're waiting for that, whoever our bionic dupe is with all the rocketry boosters, I'm not sure who that is. You've got a load of free slots, so you can have those. There was one guy. Not one of them wearing any of the helmets. Hercus, hello, thank you very much for the raid. Hope you guys are doing well. Have you been playing Oxygen Not Included? Let me give you a shout out. We are doing Sour Gas or Bust, which is... Sour Gas or Bust? Sour Gas or Bust, which is our long ONI run. This is one of the longest runs we've ever done. We basically cleared out a whole classic Oceania asteroid. And we're going to try sort of a massive sour gas boiler. So that's the plan. Hello, Brazil Pirate Raid. Yes, very exciting raid. We dug up the whole magma biome. We filled it with steam. I'm trying to get some bit into saunas at the moment. The main thing I want to do is actually get some data banks for Orbital Research. That's what I want to do. So we've set up a very small carbon dioxide rocket. We just need to fill it with plastic so we can get the data banks and they'll be good. But this sauna pipework is just pretty annoying me. You need to sweep this water over here. Please do that urgently. Yes, hope you're doing well. I'm pretty happy with how this run has gone. We've done a lot of geotuning. We've got like over 50 geotuners. We've set up a couple of bionic dupes on the teleporter asteroid, and literally all they do is geotune these metal volcanoes. We are just trying to get as many resources together as possible. We made a big phosphorus refiner here as well. Looks like all the steam in here is actually condensed. Because... Ooh, that's interesting. Because we haven't been running this for a while. That is interesting. I didn't expect there to actually be much of a heat leak in here. Weird. Well, the water should still technically behave. We just haven't been running it very much. I don't think this is a problem. Right, okay, you don't actually need to worry about that, that's fine. Yeah, we're kind of just fixing a few little things. We fixed our freezers today as well. We unlocked a new skin for the rock crusher. That's exciting. Mr. Lonely is doing a lot of rock crushing. Power bank scraps. That's not a good sign. I think a load of power banks got wet. But yeah, we're also extending our solar network today, because why not? Let's actually start planning all of this as well. We just reclaimed a load of steel. So let's go ahead and do this. These can dig underneath each other and provide coverage, so that's what we're doing. Let's lay these all out. We have a load of Radbolt Generators hooked up to crash satellites. And the aim is we're going to use them to power a Radbolt rocket. Because our seed is an Oceania with magma channels, we actually intentionally spawned it so that we don't have an oil biome. So there's no oil available for us to use, which means no petroleum rockets, which is what we normally do. So we are very much mixing out today. Ooh, that's pretty neat, isn't it? I like that. This should all be priority 5. Just set up the mesh tiles over here. But yeah, we're running a lot of steam power to run those Radbolt generators from that boiled magma biome. But I wanted a little bit of baseline power as well, because that all depends on the ethanol condensing steam turbines cooling everything down properly. And I thought we have the space over here. I'm not planning on doing a rocket chimney this run. I'm not actually planning on doing a lot of rocket travel in general, but we do need to go into space at some point so we can hook up the Niobium volcano and get some thermium going. That is important. We've not done that on a normal run before. We've done that on a run where we used the geothermal heat pump to make a load of space materials, but we've never actually gotten them from space. So that is the current sort of mid-term objective of what we've got going on. Yeah, we've got the diamond presses running. It looks like we're actually storing up some spare Radbolts in here now. That's a good sign. I don't think these need to be priority 9. I think these could be priority 5. Yeah, it's going well. Hope everything's been going well with you guys. We're all just having a quiet lurk today as the UK roasts. Right, can I actually just look at these sauna pipes now? Are they actually working? That is the only thing. Okay, so natural gas is built up, but we've got the steam coming out again. This should work now. We set up a valve so the steam's low temperature when it goes in, but that should be fine. We haven't broken anything more in the SPOM, that's good. We've actually managed to keep the SPOM oxygen fairly cool as well, so that is nice. Frames are not going to be great today, that's why we're doing it speed 1. Oh, let's set this to natural gas as well. We leaked some natural gas, so we're just gonna pump that out of here. It should be fine. Okay, what next? I think I'm literally just waiting for plastic. So, we'll keep sweeping it up.
Killer fish.
Killer fish?
Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello.
Killer fish.
I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Thank you. No worries, Percus. Went to go grab some foods. That's absolutely fair enough. I've just been pontificating about the universe and what we're planning on doing. But yeah, we've excavated our whole asteroid. We're aiming to make a massive sour gas boiler run off of glossy Drecos and their products. I have a plan here on the YouTube channel, as well as many other videos. Don't worry about that overheating, it's just a valve. It's supposed to overheat. And yeah, I just want to actually... Oh. Okay, well this answers the question. Bionic duplicates can indeed use a wall toilet. They just have to unplug it each time. Okay, that is good. So we don't have to adjust anything here. Let's actually put a phone in here, because we've actually got room for a phone in here this time. I'm not going to worry about the pumping of gases. Yeah, that'll do. You're a noob at this game, you're on your first playthrough, amazing. This game is so fun to learn. We've played this game for about 3,000 hours now, so there is still stuff to explore, and I'm 3,000 hours in. Like, this game has so much depth of content, and Clay keep releasing new DLCs all the time. Like, I'm struggling to keep up with it all. I really am. But yeah, well, I guess while we wait for the plastic to accumulate, let's just keep building all of this stuff. So I believe we're just putting the auto sweepers in these tiles. Yeah. But the main goal of this run, so is to set up the heavy industry. The first thing we did was relocate everyone to the top of the asteroid so they're not getting in the way of any of the industry. The second thing we did was set up all of our metal volcanoes so that they were all geotuned, so we could get as much refined metal as possible, because I knew that metal was going to be the constraint of how fast we actually do everything here. So that is very much the plan. And then the conveyor loaders are just going underneath these. I'm hoping to eventually just make everything out of steel. I would very much like to go to the Temporal Tear asteroid and geotune all of those metal volcanoes as well. Wait, is this actually what I'm supposed to be doing, or am I going crazy? No, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, each loader is in range of two sweepers in this configuration. Good. I'll do a video about meteor management at some point as well. I think I've still got a few things to learn about this. But what we're basically doing is we're running some polluted water through this pipe, where we're using conduction panels to cool everything down. But the aim is very much that the robominer is going to dig out all of the meteor material, and it's not just going to pile up on top of the machines and heat everything up that way. So, conduction panels. We do have some aluminium, and the loop is just going to go around this way, so all we need to do is... yes. Yeah. That looks... yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Just trying to set these all up where I'm not having a massive headache. I was originally trying to cool it even cooling the hot regolith when it landed, but that was so much heat that was never going to happen, and everything was taking damage. It was all fixable, but I don't want stuff taking damage as part of our general design principle. That seems bad. We're just literally going to extend it over here. And then probably just rotate these ones. And then it'll be pretty straightforward to actually just extend our cooling pipe, because we're just filling it up from a polluted water geyser. So what I'll actually do is I'll literally just build all the pipe here, and we'll come back.
Imagine that.
Hello, Stinger's Playground. How are you? How are you, Tactical Nugs? Hope you've had a good day. What have you been up to, Stinger's Playground? We are a double raid today.
Thanks
Doing
for the
well.
sub.
Thank you very much for the sub.
Doing well.
Fantastic. Thank you for your 6 months. Enjoy your blue Platty badge. Very fancy. Yes. Apart from it being very hot in the UK, I'm doing well too. We just actually made a YouTube video about Paku, and that's going to get released tomorrow. I'm actually going to do a little mini-series about Paku. Because I found at least 4 separate topics that were probably worth their own video. I'm not going to do what I did with the saltwater geysers and just make a massive 2-hour-long video, because I feel like that's not a very efficient way of actually communicating to people these days. I'm aiming to keep all of my videos under an hour long now, preferably half an hour, but it depends on the topic. And I like to ramble and rant, so I think you guys like to watch me do that a little bit as well. So, yeah. Right, I don't think there's that much more I need to do with this. The main issue now is I actually need to put the bunker doors in. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. And then I can just sort of start navigating them over here. So the meteor is going to collect in this 4 high zone here, and then the bunker doors are going to drop it down once everything stops falling. And then we're going to collect it all. That's the aim. And again, we're mostly expanding this today because it's something to do while we're waiting to accumulate enough plastic to make into all the data banks we need. I could also just rip up some plastic ladders. That is certainly a thing we could do. Thing is, Oh, I guess I do need one over here, don't I? I don't think that's going to clash with the rocket. I think that's fine. You try prehistoric lab, max difficulty, no care package, not go for achievements, and try to live to 110 cycles. Super difficult. You're on try number 5. Nice. We need to do a max difficulty run at some point. I haven't done that yet. It's on the list of runs to do once we've actually done everything we want in this run. Because this run is like the main one where I'm trying to do everything that doesn't require a specific playthrough to do. But I have another run idea where... So I want to do a max difficulty run, like you're suggesting. I also want to do a run where we make a base that's sustainable off of 0 water, which is now possible because you could get rust from jawbows. That is going to be probably the 2026 plan. The massive jawbow base. And that's why I'm focusing on these Pacu videos as well, because I want to make sure that's really nailed down. Right, let's priority 5 all of this, because I'm not overly fussed about when that's done. If we get Meteor's Landing, we get Meteor's Landing. Right. Good. This plastic is actually getting accumulated fairly quickly. I think it's just kind of luck of the Dreco, to be honest. So, I'll keep an eye on that. I think all the plastic is going in the rocket now. You guys do still have the chance to rename the rocket. It is allowed. Let's put the resources in here, though. I should keep using the search bar in here more often. I keep forgetting this exists. I want to put data banks in here as well. And then power banks. I don't know how long it's actually going to take to get this all done. Nice to be messing with them and have the jawbow and Pacu perfect. Instead, the jawbow has to be re-put in when he dies of old age. Aww. It's a shame. Yeah, the Pacu... The normal base game Pacu breeding video will be out tomorrow. That's the plan. Right. What else do I actually want to fit in here? Because we don't need a ladder bed. Oh, I'm just going to fit a ladder bed in here. Whatever. Who cares? And then maybe like Oh, I think last time I fit a switch in here. I don't think I need to worry about that though now. Yeah, let's just put a ladder bed in here and then he can defrag on the bed if he wants. I don't know. I think we're nearly done in here, though. We got 10.6 tons of oxalite. We got 39 power banks. Let's actually... Okay, which bionic dupe was it again? I got distracted. Look for bionic dupe names. It was Mr. Lonely. No? Did I just make all the rocket boosters? And I did. I made all the rocket boosters. I didn't assign them to anyone. Right, let's actually have a look at who's got the operating boosters then. Because someone does. I think it might be one of the guys on the other asteroid. It is the guy on the other asteroid. Okay. So, who do I actually want to send over then? Definitely a guy that doesn't have a machinery penalty, but other than that, it doesn't really matter. Let's actually just respec... Okay, hold on. Let's actually just respec one of these guys. So, how many boosters do we have now? We have 4 of each. Good. Because I want you to be in space for as little time as possible, so we'll send Sonya up. I think we're nearly ready. And then while she's in space... Oh, you know what maybe we could do? We could possibly put a lamp. I don't think that's needed, though. Not with 40 machinery. That's not going to have a big impact. That being said, I could put one in here pretty easily, so maybe we just do it anyways. Yeah, let's just do it anyways. We're priority 9 all of this. Is this all set to 0 kilograms because this is set to grounded? Or something? I don't know. Change crew. So the pilot will be Sonya with the orange hats. The destination is going to be literally probably just this satellite. so we can collect the artifacts. Then that will do. Yeah. Then remove this. I mean, to be fair, we could hover over this tile. It's mostly fine. Oh, we just needed to put the ladder bed in. Now you can access all of this. Okay. We need 1,250 kilograms of plastic. Give me plastic. That'd be so funny. I'll take puffed eggs. That's fine. You get rid of all this polluted oxygen. Yeah, looks like the diamond's going well. We've got like nearly 2 tons of diamond now. Because this map doesn't have an oil biome, the only diamond we found so far has been from geodes, and we're eventually going to need large amounts of it for building everything that we're trying to build. So, yeah. Oh, I need to connect all of these up, don't I? Am I just gonna literally hook everything onto this wire? Probably. Let's build it out of gold, because we have more gold at the moment. I'll tell you what, if you ever look in the refined map, the refined metal map mode, you're gonna have a heart attack. Because we've just used every random metal that we have for all these tasks. Wow, those bunker doors use up a lot of steel. But that makes sense, because we just ripped up all the bunker tiles. Now, I think the actual bunker tiles go here. And then that would resist the meteor impacts. The issue then being, you need to actually get in down here. So maybe just do that for now. Or maybe just do this for now. I don't care about meteors coming down here too much. But the bunker door wires... So each of these requires 120 watts. So let's actually have a look at this one. So this one, we could fit another 2 on here. So that's actually fine. So what we would do is we would do this. Yeah. And then this wire would go... Did I really just connect all of this to this wire? That seems pretty irresponsible. I guess none of it should have to run at the same time. This wire can fit another 2 on it. So that's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then... probably going to want another transformer over here. Okay, well, I can start pushing this up. Let's actually be just a little bit real. Ugh. This does look like a lot of effort. Do we actually have any blueprints for this? No. That would be an interesting building to have a blueprint for. Not that you make diamond presses on that many runs. This is certainly one way we could do it. Man, I love this. It looks like something got hit by something got hit by a Radbolt over here. That's not ideal. Maybe someone was picking up some of this light or something. Keep grabbing the plastic. How's it looking in here now? We need another 500 kilograms of plastic before we can leave. I really want to get it all done in one go. How about... easily found plastic? If I go in here, we probably can't find plastic very easily in there. Wait, we got an achievement? What on earth is the achievement? I have kind of lost track of what achievements we've got at this point. Oh, radical trip. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I get it. I've been firing a lot of Radbolts these days. I need the automation to go through here, either way. I feel like I should probably actually have a notification for meteors at the moment. The other thing I need to do is the conveyor line needs to come down here. And we are running out of metal ore. So I think what I will need to do is I will need to go and start stripping the teleporter asteroid. We have certainly built a lot of stuff, so I'm not exactly surprised. You know what, that can go in here. That's a bit neater, isn't it? Cool. Yeah, let's see if we can just find some... Okay, you know what? I don't think we need these ladders to be plastic. Those could get ripped up. That's gonna help us 200 kilograms. You know, I should probably not stick my foot right in the floor fan. That's a bad idea. Looks like gas floated into here. I still think that's fine. I don't really care. Still producing a load of refined carbon. How much refined carbon do we have now? We've been turning it into diamond pretty quickly. I mean, I guess we've got a large excess over here now. It's fine. We just want to make a load of diamond tiles. I guess we can just start telling them to dump metal ore, right? Let's have a look. What do we have a lot of? If we go in here... Because we're not doing anything more with this asteroid. With 20 tons of copper ore, 19 tons of iron ore. Let's just send the copper and the iron for now. And then we've got aluminium if we need to build anything. There you go. Chip, you could rest, because I can see you're actually quite injured. And it's not like your labor is continuously needed. Wait, do you have any plastic on this asteroid? No. Okay. That's fine. Not sure what other dubious... Oh, wait. Vents! These contain some plastic, don't they? We don't need these. This is a little funny, just scrounging everything together. Yeah, here was our original Pacu setup. I changed it a little bit on the video, because I realized I could actually squeeze another tank in here. With these tiles, it wasn't super efficient having the conveyor loaders down here. So I managed to fit 4 Pacu breeder tanks, i.e. 12 Pacus, in this area. Which I was pretty happy with. And I think I also concluded that we don't actually need this loader at all. That's fine. God, has it really only been 4 cycles? Feels like time has gone by very quickly. No, it doesn't. It feels like time is going by quickly in real life. It's because we started earlier. Like, this is normally the time that we start. But, to be honest, I intend to finish earlier today as well, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, there's 50 kilograms of plastic. That's pretty... I don't necessarily want to just get rid of all the plastic ladders. But if we can find something we don't actually need anymore, then that would be good. Mushroom quiche. Calories are going back up. That's good. I mean, we did plant the water weeds again. Yeah, we have something funny going on over here. So we have a saltwater geyser. We are boiling the salt water into steam with geotuning. We're using that for our consistent base power that's going to be sustainable forever. And we're using some of that power to remineralize the salt water. And then we're feeding that to water weeds. It turns out to be power positive. I might leave a comment on the YouTube video about that, because I find it very counterintuitive and very amusing. pipe doing? Yeah, this seems to be working properly now. That's good. Not that I think these are really getting that full of steam, but I'll take what I can get. So we got a little bit more plastic. Each glossy Dreco can produce enough plastic for you to have 150 soda bottles. I don't know what can you do with 150 kilograms of plastic? If your soda bottle weighs a kilogram of plastic, you're mostly just drinking microplastics at that point. Yummy, yummy microplastics. I say that, I literally have a bottle of water right here. Yes, that's right, a bottle of actual water, and not Pepsi today. I bamboozled you all. I should probably stop dumping oxalite in here at this point. It's not getting in the way. If the dupes get any plastic, they will put it in there as a priority. The oxalite is a low priority errand, so I'm not that concerned. What else do I want to do? Do I actually want to dig up all of this? Not necessarily. I mean, the thing is, we're blocking all the meteors here now. So I could definitely actually start grabbing this. Maybe not all of it, but like just start grabbing it. Eliminate shove bowl hiding places. Got one solar panel here. We got we got 2 solar panels, 1 battery. I'm hoping this will be enough power for everything. You got 100 kilograms of plastic that you just left here. That's fine. You got a delectavole egg. Hilarious. Yeah. We have a Radbolt joint plate here as well, because eventually we're going to send Radbolts up here. The only other thing is, I realize a slight flaw with this plan. We don't have room for a payload launcher. Are we going to want to... We probably are going to want to payload stuff back. And we do actually need Radbolts for the payload launcher. We don't need that many Radbolts. Oh, I love how it's all orange out here now. Gross. We don't need that many Radbolts. I think what we'll do is we'll just set up some Wheezeworts, and we'll just do them over here. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm not going to agonize about that. Oh, this is so tantalizingly close. We just need, like, 1 more Glossy Dreco's worth of plastic, and then we can launch. Let's see if I can find any random vents anywhere that I can get rid of. Random gas vents. Well, this isn't random. This is the one we just put in. How many poke shells we got over here now? We got 68 poke shells. 68 adults. Nice. Ah, this looks like a candidate. No. That's for the CO2 for the carbon dioxide. Probably at the point where I should just... Oh, wait, here we go. What's going on over here? Oh, we're still venting all the carbon dioxide from this area. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Some water in here? How did this happen? These are still heating up slightly. That's not good. Well, we're trying. What about this then? Okay, I think we can actually... There should not be any non-natural gas in here now, ever. Now that we've insulated it. So I think I can actually just remove this for now. Oh, that won't make the difference, though. We're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait for a Glossy Draco. It's fine. We have stuff to do. You're idle now? I guess I could get you to start stripping out the asteroid again. I mean, what specifically do I need you to actually grab at this point? You can grab all of this. That should be fine. And then I guess just grab all of this. I want to make sure I don't dig up the only shovel Sweetle habitat. Dig that too. I'm not going to be overly rigorous when it comes to digging all this stuff out. We'll eventually clear it all out. I can smell burning. That's not good. Right, we have plastic. Look, here. Yes, that is one Draco's worth, and then the other Draco's worth is up here. Good. I'm glad these Dracos have been working again now. These guys are starving because they're not getting any polluted water though, because the vent is offline. Ah, this is a slight issue. So we were supplementing this with random polluted water on the map. Now we don't have random polluted water. So we actually look. We got two cool slush we got two cool slush geysers. They're both dormant. So the Dracos in here are going to die now if we don't get any polluted water in here. That's frustrating. Wow, I didn't think we'd actually run out like that. Well, what's the solution to this plan then? I mean, for now, I can just put some planter boxes in. Put some mealwoods in here. Or is it too hot? No, it's too hot. That's the whole point of this room, is we have the polluted water going in here. Ah, I didn't consider this. We had reserves of polluted water, and now we don't. What about this planet? No, we don't have any reserved polluted water on here. There's no water sources. Wait, there's no water sources on this planet? Really? There's a saltwater vent. That's it. We could build a decontamination shower. Unironically, am I actually going to do that? Am I going to build a decontamination shower? I could just run a load of carbon skimmers. I mean, let's face it, we have the carbon dioxide. So each carbon skimmer will produce 1 kilogram per second of polluted water. I think we just do that. Let's just take one of these water pipes. Not this ethanol pipe. Not this phyto oil pipe. So this water. Okay, let's just do this. So there's so much carbon dioxide here, I don't think we're gonna run out anytime soon. But let's just put it here. And then that can go... Yeah, that can go there. And then this blue water can go up here. Am I actually using this pipe? Yes. I think I'm using it specifically for polluted water. Well, that's convenient. So... Oh, right. Yes. That one was going there. So actually, I could just do this. Oh, come on. And then, for now, cut this off. Put this off. This is just so I can fill up random loops. And then that's just going to feed back in here. Yeah. Okay. This should save the regular Dracos. And then, you know what, just plug it in here, I don't care. So that needs to happen immediately. And then if we're actually looking at this, so that's going to give 1 kilogram per second, 600 kilograms per cycle. So that should be absolutely fine. Right? Because these take, what, 35 kilograms per cycle each? We've got like 15 of them. Yeah, that one carbon skimmer will suffice. And then what I'll do...
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much for following, Miniaphobe. Enjoy your fishies and froggies. Biscuit sends their regards. Usual. I believe... So we're sending it from both geysers. Let's actually do it like this. And that way it will actually prefer the water from the geyser so it doesn't get blocked. Because I'd rather have the carbon skimmer blocked, because we're only carbon skimming here for the polluted water. And then that means you need to build these bridges. Cool! And then we can stop the Dracos from starving. That's good. Right, okay. Well, in any case, I believe we're now ready. So let's save it. Let's get our pilot in here. I don't think we're missing anything. We've got power banks, we've got oxygen, we've got a wall toilet they can safely gunk up and ungunk, because they're not going to have anything else they need to do in there. They have enough plastic to make over 250 data banks. So, yeah, let's do it. Crew. Change destination. Here. Go back to, what, launch. Begin launch sequence. Save this. Am I just going to put the dupe in their ammo suit? I think I'll just leave the dupe in their ammo suit, to be honest. And yeah, obviously not a very ambitious first rocket. The whole point of this rocket is just to get the 250 databanks so that we can research the Radbolt engine. As you can see, we have done some of the other research. Not all of it. We don't actually need 250 databanks. Oh, that's funny. We had 24 available. Hilarious. Our research labs were over here. Hello, Critical Fire 65. Hope you're doing well. We're just about to launch a rocket. Look, Sonia is here. Going up to the rocket. She's going to get inside the rocket. We're going to launch it. And this is probably not going to be today's thumbnail. But it's exciting. We haven't launched a rocket in this playthrough yet. Get out of here. Get out of here. What do you mean launch checklist incomplete? Sonia. Oh. Hold on. Who's the pilot? Oh, I made a mistake. Sonia needs exactly 1 piloting booster. That's fair. Okay, you can leave, Sonia. That's fine. Are you just gonna... What are you up to now? Are you just gonna figure out what you're doing? Yeah, okay. Sorry. 1 piloting booster. There you go. Wait, you can equip multiple boosters onto 1 Bionic dupe? Yes, this is a big part of why Bionic dupes are so good. Because you can remove and respec the boosters. There's a menu on the dupe, there's a menu in the skills menu. Once the duplicant unlocks all the slots, they become very customizable. So we wouldn't bother actually... I don't think we're going to bother getting regular piloting duplicants in future. because the opportunity cost is a lot higher than just occasionally swapping out a bionic dupe. So we've spec'd this one up to be a pure operator so that they can do the orbital data research as quickly as possible. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I've forgotten one more thing, haven't I? You need like an applied sciences booster or something, do you? Astronomy booster. Yes, you need an astronomy booster specifically. Right, let's make an astronomy booster. Okay. I have forgotten a few things. That's fine. We do have the microchips. It is possible. I'm trying to find plastic where my base power died 106 cycles. Oh no! We are, let's see, what are we doing? We're expanding our solar network. That's what we're doing while we're waiting to collect these data banks. I think what we're going to do... Oh my god, lag. The Radbolt rocket is going to launch from here. And the payloads are going to launch from here. And we're just going to have some Weezewarts handle the payloads. I did not leave a lot of space for this. That's fine. We have a lot of space in space, but I'm fully intending to use this on ranches as well, that we're just going to drywall. This asteroid is absolutely huge, and we're going to need all of this. We're going to need all of this space. As much of it as possible, because we want to see how big we can get everything going. For glossy Drecos, Slicksters, we still need the lava eggs, mind you. How are the puffs looking? This is looking a bit quizzical. I mean, they're not looking bad. Yeah, this looks fine. I mean, it's not working optimally, but, like, the important thing is that we have it set up. I've been neglecting these poor sods, and it looks like we poured polluted water in all of the airlocks as well. I think we're fine. Right, so... Yes, there you are, Sonia. You need to eat the... astronomy booster. Oh, are you actually going to make this? That would actually make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's the microchips. I love these power bank chargers with like the little carpets rubbing back and forth. I love the art from the bionic booster pack. It's so good. Like max farmers, operators, or ranchers for 5 cycle tune-up effects. Yes, that's true. That is very true. Just learning about mid-game mechanics and trying to learn how to get plastics to start cooling my base and utilizing hotter resources. I have a funny story about cooling. So, obviously, our Paku video is coming out tomorrow. But, did you know that whenever Paku spawn, they spawn at a fixed temperature? So, regular Paku spawn at 30 degrees. Gulpfish spawn at minus 12.5 degrees. And the Pakus weigh 200 kilograms and are made of genetic ooze, which has a heat capacity of 3.47. So, if you have enough breeders of gulpfish specifically, that you're regularly plopping fish into a new pool of water or pool of liquid, you can actually get quite a lot of active cooling from gulpfish reproduction. And that's not even factoring in the cooling you can get from them converting polluted water into ice and water via their own filtration. So yeah, that's next week's video. We actually run a metal refinery off of just gulpfish. We figured out how to finally do it. And obviously, you do need some conveyor management stuff, so it's not quite early game. And you will need some plastic, so it doesn't really ever come up instead of using steam turbines, but it's absolutely something you can do, and it's very cool. So we've got to do a video on it. That might also be a theme for like a mini challenge, where we make a base that's only cooled by gulpfish, no steam turbines allowed. That sounds like an absolute nightmare. So that means it probably would be a really good playthrough. Right. Enough procrastinating. You guys must have done this booster by now, right? Yes. Okay, so let's go assign that to Sonia. Okay, let's go assign that to Sonia. This one. I'm really warming up to bionic dupes. Well, I say I'm warming up to bionic dupes. I still think they're a little bit boring. But I think now they're erring on the side of boring strong as opposed to boring weak. Like, they're so customizable, and the whole Atmos suit exploit just blows them out of the water, I think. Like, it eliminates their only weakness, it bolsters their strengths. Very powerful. And I think they just need to come up with more reasons for Bionic dupes to require morale, because their morale requirements are so low. Well, wait. Oh, you left some gunk here. Let's right. Now you have all of the boosters. You are ready to go, right? So change crew, begin launch sequence. Now, Sonya can be the pilot. Turns out we have a lot of dupes that have piloting skill. Right, let's save it again. Ugh. I want to see how quickly she does all of this. Because we've never sent a more qualified dupe up into space. We could probably decorate the rocket a bit more and get a bit fancier, but we're going to replace this immediately with a Radbolt rocket, so I don't want to be too fussed. I'm just glad they could use the wall toilet. I really thought they were going to not be able to use the wall toilet, but they can gunk it up just fine. That's all I need from them. You're nowhere near space travel, so this is beyond me. Well, basically what we've done here is we just set up a carbon dioxide rocket. We're literally just pumping in carbon dioxide from the map. No solid oxidizer is required. It's very straightforward. Probably not the thumbnail shot today, but we'll see. Get out of here. And I mean it this time. Get out of here. For real. Yeah, there we go. We drink enough Pepsi, it makes sense that we would launch a carbon dioxide rocket at some point. Love how the name still remains there. The carbon dioxide is very hot, but there's not a lot of it, so that should be fine. Right, let's have a look at this then. So, I think we'll leave you in your suit. We just need you to make all the data banks. You've got the phone. There we go, we got achievement. Dupes in space. Okay, alright, look. We haven't had a rocket thumbnail yet, so the thumbnail is just going to be Sonya doing the weird butt dance with the machine, because that's just how we roll. So let's actually just, like, oh, whatever. That booster can stay there, I guess. Yeah, go over to your destination and start doing the butt wiggle. Command it. Do it! Oh, you gonna grab a power bank? No. Okay. There we go! Butt wiggle time. Look how quickly they're doing it. Look how quickly that bar's going up. It's normally supposed to take 33 seconds. That's what it says on here. But because our Sonya has, let's see. I never know the right place for this. 35 machinery. They've got the bonus from maximum aptitude as well. So they get a plus 350% bonus on this. So they're doing it in under 10 seconds. That's pretty good, isn't it? Hooray! She doesn't look very impressed. She's gonna have a lot of delivering to do, frankly. Yeah. It's nice to give the Bardic dupes some shine. I felt like we never gave them enough shine originally. Yeah, most of the time it's just gonna be spent loading this thing. Love it. Sonyas would sooner burn down the colony than read an instruction manual. Well, there you go. I really do hope they add more Bionic dupes, though. We want more than 6 names. But here we go. We've got some Radbolts coming in. Nice and hot. Right. Well, I think she's going to be done in a couple of cycles, frankly. She'll literally get to the artifact, and then job's a good one. So, I believe it's now time for us to just do all of this. That ladder can wait. Those tiles will need to go in. Yeah, I want to hook that up, and I want to get the transformers going here as well. Is there anything else that we need to do specifically? Not as far as I could tell. It looks like these still aren't growing, so let's just check that this is working properly. No power, because we didn't plug in the wire. Weird. Oh. I think I've learned this is not actually generating enough power to run a carbon skimmer. No. No, it is generating enough power to run a carbon skimmer. What you talking about, Willis? I did actually do the maths on that before we built this, by the way. Right, you Drekos should actually be getting some food again now, that's good. Yeah, let's just focus on getting the space stuff sorted out. I mean, the dupes are getting pretty focused on it now anyways. I mean, we could just speed to it. Let's just speed to it. Provided that we don't see the dupes pondering around everywhere, I think this is acceptable. I could also just queue up some 25 errands and get on. I don't want to get rid of all the Abyssalite yet. But I do want to get rid of a lot of the random crap. Partially because we just need the metal for building things, frankly. Yeah, sure. What? They look so weird when they're asleep. Look at this. That's such an odd sleeping emote. They look like a little egg. I think he's not supposed to be visible. Let's keep going. So this is a door, so I don't want to open this. The good news about this is because we're coming down from the top, it should be a lot easier for us to just avoid the regolith collapses. Well, we'll see. Right. That can go there, that can go there. There you go. Ugh, you like to see it, you like to see it. Cycle 650? That means this is actually the second longest run we've ever done. Believe it or not. It definitely feels like it. Speed 2 is getting quite crunchy. How's the rocket looking? Yeah! You are definitely gonna get radiation sickness. You've got a nice healthy dose of rads. One could argue that we should have put the orbital research thing here, so that you weren't just standing in the rad zone the entire time. I think maybe I needed to give you some rad pills. I mean, how's it going? You're less than 10% of the way done, and you already have radiation sickness. This isn't good. So, I think what we need to do is we need to set up a schedule. So, add new schedule. Add. So, I think I need to include frequent bathroom breaks on the schedule. Not sure exactly how many is the optimal amount. Several. I miscalculated these. Downtime here. Yeah. And then just put Sonya on that schedule. Let's see if that helps. So yeah, you're going to get very irradiated otherwise. But I think you should have plenty of plastic. Yeah, you should have plenty of plastic, you should have plenty of power banks. And the other reason why we're doing a bionic duplicate this time is because we didn't make any space food. Turns out you don't need space food if you have bionic dupes and the power banks don't expire. Pretty convenient, to be honest. Flooded. Oh, these keep flooding. That's irritating. If one of these floods, I'm kind of worried that the Radbolt Generators is going to run out of power. Okay, they are properly pondering now. They are quite confused. I really hope we don't accidentally dig something up. Also, the shop bowls have been making a proper mess down here. I probably need to put the shop bowls in jail. What would be the best jail? Tough to say. Are you idle? You are idle. Okay, you actually need to put a ladder here then. Make it out of igneous rock. There you go. That dupe is gonna die. Nosh beans. I don't actually care about nosh beans. You know what? I think I told you to occasionally make tofu, so just go ahead and do that. We have some seeds reserved on the other planet just in case we need them. But I don't think we will. I guess we just speed run it for a bit. Let's actually hook up the permissions on these. They're not all built yet. Yeah, let's actually have a look at the fish. How are the fish doing? Oh, so here's an update. The frog tank. The frogs are doing pretty well. These new plants I got for the frog tank have been growing really well. They have these like reddish leaves. I'm really pleased with how well they've taken to the tank. The issue is, they haven't rooted very well. I put the baskets in there, but the roots don't seem to have gotten out of the baskets. The baskets aren't really heavy enough to weigh them down, so they kind of flop it over occasionally. Oh, also, actually, sorry. While we're here, like, you guys have got to see this. Look, I got a little Perry the Platypus, and he's got a hat. Like, look, I can wear the hat. Look. I don't know. I just thought it was very cute. I just found it at a local market. So he's joined the plushie collection. And then the fish are doing well. They're staying nice and cool. Obviously no condensation today. How are they doing? Yeah, they're doing alright. There you go, a free little fishy update for you. What's going on with the wire over here? We are just kind of overloading this wire a little bit. I realize that. We could dig all of this out as well, that's fine. Dig this out. We can also just dig this out, that's fine. I want to keep these sweetles isolated. We can also dig this out. I am just going to start giving them random digging errands. Because I do gradually want to move all the resources off of this planet. So what I could do is I could also get over here. Yeah, this will be fine. Yeah, do this. That shouldn't bother anyone. I'm very concerned about your radiation sickness. How's the actual journey going? You are at your destination. That's good. I think there is a possibility that I should actually just send you back and put some grad pills in here. I think that is probably what we should actually do. We have the artifact. We want to go grab all the artifacts from space. So, this is fine. We can reach this one too, so maybe we'll just go do most of our study there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go back. Let's go back and we'll make a load of rad bolts. It's not a race, and to be honest, we're still actually waiting on the radiation research as well. I mean, we have been making it. We have been doing it, but the Weaselworts just don't generate a huge amount of radiation. Oops, still aren't running. Oh, that's right, because we're heating it up with the metal refinery. This is heating it up by. It's getting pretty hot. It's starting to work. Okay, sure, we'll just leave that for now. Don't think I needed you to sweep up all of the sulfur in here. I kind of wanted you to leave the sulfur in here. It's fine. What else do I want to do? There isn't really anything else to do on this asteroid, frankly, now. How are the thermoacutures doing? They've heated up a little bit, but not by a lot, so this is reassuring. But it doesn't look like the temperature is decreasing that much. Actually, the temperature over here has dropped by about 20 degrees. That's good. That means the steam turbines are actually having an effect. We are pumping the carbon dioxide out, but it's very slow. I also love how there's so much steam in here now. You're seeing the visuals glitch out on the sulfur. So if we look at this, we also need the actual... Oh, that's right. We need a pitcher pump, don't we? I think we can pitcher pump this. I think I'm just literally recycling... I am feeding other water into this bit for the surfboard. This obviously isn't ideal, but yeah, nowadays we don't actually have any random bodies of water to pitcher pump from. So I guess this is something we need to do quickly. Very quickly. But yeah, my goal is basically just to get this research completed today. Yeah, you should do that pretty quickly. Right, so pitcher pump. There you go. That'll do. This pump is set to pump to this, but we have got a little bit of a deficit, that's fine. Did I actually? Hold on. Hold the phone. These guys, you have researching boosters. I could just get you guys to do the research. It's not like you're doing anything else, is it? You got water here. I mean, maybe not a huge amount of water, but like... Sure. No real reason for you not to. Do I want to set up a lab, like a proper lab? I guess it would kind of make sense. That battery doesn't need to be there, does it? No. It definitely doesn't. How about I just put you here? So we can put the... Do you want to put any doors in? This is 5 tiles. Yeah, this is 5 tiles. So we can have the... We can have the dirt station and we can have the supercomputer here. We may as well do this while we're waiting for the rocket anyways. Right. I know there's not a lot of dupe labor here, but you guys are going to have to persevere just a little bit. At least you're all still wearing your suits again. What's a priority 8? So, I believe you're going to do all this stuff first. And then, oh, we can actually just clear out the plants now, can't we? Sick. So, supercomputer, I guess we're just going to put here, and then research station can go there. Let's go like this. And then we just need a light. How small can a laboratory be? We don't tend to build them this small. There you go. We look here, laboratory requires minimum size 32 tiles. Okay. In that case, dig that and then just put a load of doors here. That should do, right? That's 12 tiles at least. Yeah, that's fine. Very practical design. And then we can just then you can just do the research over there, and then we're not worrying about it over here so much. Other conductive wire that's broken. I think perhaps if we're running out of things to do, I should actually consider setting up some transformers over here. It's very possible. What's entombed? Oh, the meteors. Well, the good news is we're getting the ice meteors. So it's not actually damaging anything. That's good. I think they're all just melting on these. This is definitely not going to collect any ice. I mean, this just helps to passively cool all of this, so I think I'm actually okay with that. But I think that's the long-term question, isn't it? I guess I just have to keep everything cool enough. Oh, you know what we should do? I guess it's just a question of keeping it cool enough so it's like below 0 and then just running the coolant loop through here. So if we actually cared about harvesting the snow, that's what we do. So I think actually that's the one thing that I was thinking about. We need to figure all of this out as well. Because that's not going to melt. Oh my god, that's a load of shotbowl eggs. Oh my god! Why are there so many shotbowl eggs? There's like a dozen of them. You are pretty well irradiated now at this point. With 63 data banks. That's not bad. You are trapped. Like, you are actually trapped. That's fine. Just dig this out then. I have faith. The rocket platform. The rocket platform is entombed. It's not good. Wait. Does that actually mean the rocket's trapped? We gotta go get the rocket as well. We gotta go get the artifact and analyze it. Do we have the artifact analysis station here? I'm pretty sure I put it somewhere. Yeah, we have a lab here. We moved the lab here. Artifact analysis station. I don't think we do. Let's just put it here. Seems like a good spot. And then, I guess just put like a sensor here. And then a lamp here. You know, I'm eventually going to lose track of where everything is in this friggin' base. This is definitely the most I think we've ever used of a classic asteroid. I'm not going to tell you to dig any more of this, because frankly I don't want to generate any more errands. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Meteors are lasting for a fair while. Well, at least some of the robo-miners are working. I guess we're getting at least a little bit of stuff out of it. The problem is it's probably all just melting down here, isn't it? It is all melting down here. But it's probably actually pouring somewhere and freezing. Yeah, that's what it looks like it's doing. That's fine. Not against that. I don't think this is how you thought you were going to be spending your afternoon, George Jorge. You guys must be getting really confused with your errands now. Okay, well apparently the rocket's back. Didn't really notice. We got a radiation mood ring. How radioactive are you feeling? There you go. Let's analyze this. Plop. So... We also need to go make some rad pills. Basic rad pills? Probably. Let's make like... I don't know, like 99 of them. And then consumables. I guess nobody is allowed to eat pills unless we specifically allow it. So rad pills. No. Then we'll also just shove all of the rad pills in here when they're done. It's an important step that we missed out on. That priority... Oh, right. Let's get this all done, priority 9. I want to analyze this artifact. We don't do a lot of artifact analysis on this channel. So we've got to make the most of it when we actually can. Yes, radiation vomiting. Yes, 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 yes. I get it. I do, in fact, get it. Poor Sonia. How are the freezers looking these days? I think the freezers are looking fine. The food volume is coming back up. We got some carbon dioxide in here. We got some carbon dioxide in here. It looks like the naphtha spilled over. Oh, it's because people are coming in here and exiling. They don't normally come in here, but I think they can technically do it. I don't think I actually want you to sweep that up, do I? Just leave that. There's the planetarium. Alright, how's this looking? Yeah, it's feeding the... The issue now is we're feeding the plants, but the room's getting slightly too hot because the... Yeah. There's not really any active cooling going on. It's there. Yeah, because the issue is normally we feed it with cold polluted water. I know what we should do. I think what we need is we need a shutoff. We don't have room to fit it here. I think generally what we need is we need to have a shutoff where if it's above a certain temperature, it doesn't need to go through here. But I think for now what we do is I'm just going to fix it in here. Is that actually going to run? No, okay, let's not do that then. I guess, actually, once the metal refinery is full, which will admittedly take a while, it should actually just recirculate the rest of it back into the loop, right? Because it's just going to go through here and go around. So I don't think this is actually an issue. Gizmo, you yet again succeeded at getting trapped. That's fine. Which tiles are going to be, Gizmo? Man, the lag is getting a little intense now. I think it's mostly just because it's hot in real life. But that's fine. Right. We have made exactly one pill. I mean, I guess you are actually on the job. Carrie actually on the job. Is fine. Where are the pills going, though? I did specifically tell you guys not to eat them, right? It looks like someone has nabbed them. Stretch! Oh, yeah, I can do it a stretch. Hope you're doing well. Exeter soon. Ugh. Yeah, so my back isn't hurting today. But it's still good to have a stretch. Yeah, where's the other... Oh, maybe Sonya took one already. You managed to figure out why your sandbox save was taking ages to load. I left the dev solid pump making empty eco power banks constantly for 113 cycles. Yes, I've done that. When I've been doing sandbox testing, I just left one with like full power banks. I think on one save we had like 15 gigajoules of power available because we just left it running for like hundreds of cycles. Right, Ada, what is this? I specifically requested that you guys do not eat basic rad pills. What's going on, Ada? No way! It lagged and it didn't check everyone. That's so weird. You're eating the forbidden fruits. They have to come up with a better way of managing rad pills. Dupes should not eat rad pills unless they have some radiation. Like, make it so that it's a minimum threshold before they take it. Not like a large one, but like a lot. But like a small one. Right, meteors are done. You do need to keep going on this. Have you actually built the pipe? You haven't built the pipe yet. That's okay. You're gonna vomit into your suit. No, it looks like you're just vomiting off the map. No. You are vomiting into your suit. Okay. Great. How's the Stonehatch doing? Not good. I don't really want to, but I think we do have to set up a hatch ranch at some point. We should just set it up over here. Just literally like a one and done. Just to make sure that we at least have some source of coal for the refined carbon. Because obviously we've got 120 tons of it, but I don't want to get in a situation where we run out of it and we run out of hatches and then we have to wait to print a hatch. This is the only planet that has them. And how's the temperature over here? It's, I don't know, it's about right. How many rad pills are we gonna need to bring with us? Let's make that priority 9, actually. Oh my god. The game is so crunchy at the moment. There you go. The sword is looking. Still getting ready. Yeah, I guess we're not feeding them overly rapidly. Wait, why is Frankie bored? Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. We may have done these in the slightly wrong order. Fine, I believe in you. You should trap yourself fairly soon. You stepped in something. It was a shove bowling. There you go. Right, that's all still priority 8. That's fine. Do I actually need the plastic ladder here? Possibly not. Was I going to make any more tiles in here? We can make a couple of tiles. Not that I think we could reach these ones. You are coming in here to do tune-ups of these, aren't you? No. No, you're not. Is there a reason we're not allowing tune-ups on that? Because to me, it seems like... Oh, right, it's plugged into a steam turbine. So I think one of these is allowed to be tuned. I think we can tune one of these. These are the only power sources getting hooked into these transformers. It's fine. So that means we could actually put some plastic tiles in here. Doesn't need to be insulated. Yeah. I don't think we could reach those. I'm going to leave them. What else do I want to do? Oh, this could all be plastic. You know what, let's just do this one first, I think. Because we're actually using this one. Okay, clean up all the random gunk from the vomits. Okay. Yeah, look, we've got Uglibis doing the research now. He's got his balloon and everything. Oh, wonderful. Actual research getting done. Music to my ears. Yeah, this is going well. We just need someone to do the other research on this planet. So that would be over here, right? Oh, I see what the issue is. You need a better pitcher pump than this. So I think what we will do is just remove this. Because you're spending all of your time pumping water instead of actually doing anything. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. Not a good idea. He's just like, I found an easy job to do today. I'm going to move individual glasses of water over to the supercomputer because building a pipe for a building that visually has pipes is far beyond us. Right, can I actually, like, remove these and put a pitcher pump in here as well? I can't believe that's what we've had to do. Just put it here for now. Pneumatic door is broken. A bit weird. Gas pipe is broken. Got steel. We got steam ending up in here. Oh, because the steam is hanging out in here for ages. Oh, okay. You know, just make it out of ceramic. Whatever. If we actually look in here, yeah, the steam is still warm enough. These do function pretty well as actual insulated. That's good. Right, let's just double check the pinch buttons. We didn't have a pipe burst over here, did we? Was this actually getting interrupted? I think it's occasionally running out of power, like when this isn't erupting. No, this should be powering it always. This is erupting faster than it's clearing the room. It's a weird one. Right, 4 basic rad pills. How long does a rad pill last? One... It lasts for 1 cycle. I think we should wait until we have 10 before we go back and collect the rest of these. Because let's face it, we're still doing the other researches. Databanks are not yet the constraint. The radiation is probably going to actually be the constraint. So let's wait for 10. Let's wait until we've got 10 pills and then we'll send Sonya back out into the environment. Right, build that pitcher pump. That will help a little bit. Right, could you build this as well? Then these tiles need to be priority 9. I want to build the next lot of transformers here before I forget. You know, I think it's actually starting to cool down just a little bit in my room. Either that or I just become used to the heat at this point. Either way, I'm just really glad I actually brought some extra water today. Because I got some from Tesco's so I could walk up the hill with it. That was the whole plan. Gas pipe, okay. Take this whole one out of ceramic. It's not really an emergency. To see these guys are behaving mostly now. I'll get rid of you. You should be dumping them in here. Is there a reason that's not happening? I feel like most things that go wrong... Oh, look, actually, hold on. Yeah, we are actually filling up some of these diamond presses now. That's good. That's good, because we don't actually need our dupes to spend all of their time on making diamond at the moment. I should add diamond to the resource list. And we can remove obsidian from the resource list because we have 2,000 tons of obsidian. And I don't think we're ever going to run out of it. Believe it or not. So, what else can we remove? I think most of this stuff is stuff we want to know about. So, add diamond. We have 5 tons of diamond now? Sick. It's actually worked really well, just while we've been waiting for this Radbolt rocket to get online. Because how many tons of diamond are we going to need for a general build? I mean, I don't know exactly. Oh look, we've got 2 of them go at once. Sick. I've never done this before. We've never got 2 of these working at once. You'll love to see it. They produce a fair bit of heat, to be honest. One would suggest that we should actually actively cool these. I don't know. We'll see how hot everything gets. Right, 7 rad pills. You know what, let's wager. I just want to get this done. Worst case, we'll send them back. Also, before we do that, let's go analyze the artifact. We do indeed have an artifact. Let's see what it looks like. Also, if we look at the colony report, I would love to get the cosmic archaeology thing. Obviously, we haven't made any progress here yet. I would love to at least give it a try. And if we're doing a load of space travel anyways in this run, maybe that's something we actually do before we get into the real meat of it. Oh, poor Sonya. Okay, you know what? Sonya specifically can eat the rad pills. God, this menu is so laggy. Right, Ruby is on the way. There's Ruby. There you go. Let's follow you. Seamless viewing experience. What's all with flooding? We'll go investigate once we've had a look at this artifact. Oh shit. I almost spilled the freaking bottle of water. Not a good idea. Did I tell you guys about the time where I spilled an entire iced coffee on my desk? Like a 370ml high protein iced coffee. Wait a minute, Hold on. Why are you guys suffocating? Is that because of the brine over here? Or brine? I mean gunk. You guys should have... Oh, I think it is literally the brine. I think I need to ventilate this room a bit better as well. Let's just put some airflow tiles here. I think that will do. Standing up with a little bit of a carbon dioxide cluster. I think the brine is the main... Why do I keep calling it brine? It's not even slightly brine. Right, and you need a Priority 9 sweep this. Oh, well, what do I do about that? How did that even happen? Okay, just seal this in. I do actually need to sort that out. I think this is another case of me just letting the water out very carefully. Oh, but I want to look at the friggin... Okay, hold on. Let's look at the artifact first. Because this is our first space artifact. Wait, did it get dropped? Oh, there's no way it got dropped. Oh, whatever. Right, well, I guess we're letting all this water out. It's a lot of water. This has to actually work at some point. Meesmore is going to come down here and do this. And then we'll get someone to replace that pretty quickly. Are these ones not actually plugged in? No, they are plugged in. Right, puffs. You know what? Sure. I don't mind random puffs floating around eating polluted oxygen. So what could go wrong? Is that water just going to collapse very quickly out of here? There's a lot of water, which is making me think the answer is no. This is a lot of steam, though. We're playing with fire here a little bit. Right, I think now I see that. I'm hoping we haven't miscalculated, but that's a lot of steam coming in here. Where's Hassan? You're quite far away. Why are you going into space to grab building materials? Because if this water level reaches 0 on this tile, I think that's when we start to have issues. This is still a lot of steam, but I'm hoping the amount of steam here will just re-flood it with water here. I'm very concerned now. I'm very concerned now. Hassan! Hassan, you're needed! You are needed! Yes, of course they're bloody overheating. Fine. That's a lot of steam. I think it's so much steam that possibly this didn't actually help. Oh god. Okay, let's see. Change you into steel. That's fine. I don't think this did help. Well, it was worth a try. This does probably mean the Radbolts are going to stop. If I don't get this stun pronto. Yes, uh-oh. Pokeshell is not enjoying it either. Why did I think this would work? Building melted? Stop it! We're melting the plastic ladders! Oh, that's a problem. That's an actual problem, isn't it? Yeah. Right, okay. Yep, we're getting some steam up here. That's good. Yep. Yep, you caught me. You caught me. Why did I think this would work? That is so much steam. I guess it's all just gonna come out over here now. I mean, if it dumps over here, I'm fine with that. A lot of steam. Oh, God! Right, this all does need to be priority 9. Right, sweep these up. I think this is upgraded from uh-oh to rip. No. Hold on. It's fine provided the liquid lock hasn't exploded, which it hasn't. I mean, it's a fair bit of steam, but it's probably not, like, game over. It's probably just going to pool up over here and condense in all of this water. And to be fair, like, we were eventually going to replace this all with steel anyways. Right? What's the steam pressure in the bottom chamber? This, it's, we dug out the whole magma biome, and we dumped a large amount of water on it. A very large amount of water. Well, at least we won't have to refuel our naphtha for a while. Yeah, this is now the top priority job. Oh, God. Well, yeah, if that, hopefully what this actually means is a lot of the steam will actually condense over here, and then this bit won't be flooded. Localized rip like over the base. It's a good thing we had a little bit of steel available. think the plastic lattice is still melting. That's right, because the conduction tile is actually still conducting here. Okay. Sure, we'll be fine. Maybe building the ladders will help with the temperature. It probably won't. How many kilograms per tile? Like 300-ish. It was higher, but we dug more terrain. But yes, if this actually breaches properly into the map, that would be game over. Because I can tell you from experience, the steam would get all the way up to the top. There is so much heat in here. In fact, it would be quite fun just to see that actually happen, but I don't really intend to just destroy the run like that. Come on. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, this is all just going to condense over here eventually. You actually have to build those ladders. Really? They're all overheating over here as well. God. Crazy. I mean, at least having the liquid here as well, that should stop heat leak over here through the insulated tile, because the insulated tile is quite hot now. Yeah, that's a nice shape. You don't really want to see a shape like this from your steam, do you? Right, let's have a look over here. So, you now have pills. Am I actually putting pills in here? Medicine. Where did I put the pill? I don't think I put them anywhere. Just here. Okay, that's fine. Right, well now you should dump them on the rocket. That is so much steam. I think eventually it will just condense in all these tiles. I don't think this is necessarily going to be an issue, but like, I really would have preferred it not to have done this. There's actually any plastic back here. I want to save it. It's probably all melted now, right? Oh, no, it hasn't. Okay, save that. Sweep it up. Put it in the rocket. Obviously, we're not helping this cool down, are we? This polluted water is not actually conducting enough heat yet. At all. I do actually, at some point, want to replace these tiles. We don't have any aluminium at the moment because the volcano is dormant. Oh. Oh, it's just reactivated. Okay. Fine. You're still entombed. Bubbles, have you been idle this entire time? You have been. Amazing. Good job, Bubbles. Well, at least this is mostly done. Okay. Overheating now. These are all overheating as well. Christ. I really don't fancy reloading I don't think it makes a huge difference. We'll probably just need to make some more steel in future. It occurs to me I can actually make like a liquid lock down here. One to let the water out and just keep the naphtha in place. I don't think I will. We'll just let this all pour over here. It's just a little bit of rain. Doesn't do anyone any harm. Right, you now have the pills. Good. So let's add the pills to the list here. That was what we were waiting for. So let's actually go back to space. Through... The rocket has plenty of fuel, I believe. Begin launch sequence. Let's save it here. And I'm hoping that will actually end up being enough rad pills that we can get all of the research needed in space. Because it looks like we've actually done the rest of the research now. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, so we just need a little bit of Radbolts. That should be fine. What did the artifact station say? Well, let's just watch Sonya first, and then we'll go have a look at the artifact station. It's 3, 2, 1, go. Love me some rockets. Really happy we were just able to get the Bionic Dupe in here, because I really didn't want to have to come up with a whole brand new rocket design just for Bionic Duplicants. I also love how it's called the SS Explorer XL, when it's like the smallest possible rocket. We don't even have like a proper gunk extractor or anything. Oh, I was supposed to put a lamp in here, wasn't I? Oh, whatever, who cares? Oh, there's no way this is all overheating too. This tower of heat on so high. This is actually potentially like a big problem. Because we are gonna run out of steel to replace this with soon. I mean, the good news is more and more of it should be condensing over here, but it is just going to take some time. Also, the ladders have all gotten very hot, so I think it's mostly just touching the tiles now that's going to do it. And to be fair, these tiles are full of debris, so they shouldn't actually heat up very much. Well, the tiles will heat up, but they'll eventually cool back down again. We're alright. Let's let them keep cracking on with that just for now. And then you're mostly done with this. Okay, we can do this now. So let's actually open this up. You can go here. You can go here. We need one more power line for the bunker doors. That's what we need. The reason we need that is because they all need to open at once. But this shouldn't be very hard. Interest. What does the colony report say these days about power? Oh my god! Look at this! Oh, this can't be right. We can't be wasting... Maybe we are wasting so much power. No. We're definitely not wasting... We're definitely not wasting 12,000 megajoules of solar power. I know it's not 100% connected up at the moment. But, like... It must be pretty close. No, it's not. Maybe that is wasting all that power. No, look at this. Wait, actually, maybe this is accurate. I could believe a universe where we wasted 43,000 kilojoules. Oh my god. I shouldn't be looking at this overlay. Oh my god, okay, look. I knew we were wasting power. Because look, this is the spike where we plugged in all of those turbines to run the Radbolt Generators. And then look at the power wasted. No, but look, this doesn't make any sense. So the power generator is getting to around 20,000 kilojoules. And then it's saying the wasted power is 60,000 kilojoules. That can't possibly be right. Rocket missions underway. There you go. That's a new graph. Okay. Cool. Yes, you should be in a much better situation now with rads. Not perfect, because your exposure is 175, and your rejuvenation passively is minus 100. But with the bathroom breaks, I think that should be helpful. I'm giving you a lot of bath time slots. So we'll see if that works. Okay, perhaps the thumbnail will be with the rad pills, you know, to show that we're actually being responsible for a change. I think it's a good idea. Yeah. Solar panel production numbers have issues. Yeah. There has been a bug for a while. Okay, well, we'll just let you crack on. Where is this friggin' artifact? I would be sad if it didn't actually get scanned. No, it did get scanned. It just didn't tell us. We can click this. An artifact from a past civilization was analyzed. Radiation meat ring. A wholly unique ring not found anywhere outside the Gravitas Laboratory. Though it can't be determined for sure who worked on this extraordinary curiosity, it's worth noting that for his PhD thesis, Dr. Trevaldo Farrington wrote a paper entitled Novelty Uses for Radiochromatic Dyes. Well, there you go. That gives... How much decor does that give? 50 over 7 tiles. That is a fancy decor item. Right, so... Why is the blender still covered in neutronium? Let's replace that with this. You should... Are you going to scan the... Yeah, now you're going to remove the neutronium from this thing. Yeah, don't mind the other Sonya. Right, let's just put a load of pedestals over here. I'll get rid of this natural gas eventually. I promise. Wow, we ain't getting very many frames at the moment, are we? Well, the good news is it seems like the situation has kind of gone under control here now. Because all the steam is condensing on the tiles. Maybe that's what's causing all the lag. Just in time as well, because we're running out of steel. Oh my god. Oh yeah. By the way, guys, I updated the funding counter as well. Because I haven't updated in a while. We're up £100 since last month. For the new computer funds, so that we're not going to be struggling when it's super hot like this. That's the plan. Right, I think what I actually want to do... I want to let the steam out of this room. So I think I actually want to put like an airflow tile here. Because we want the steam to condense over the other bit, so we can actually sweep it up across the rest of the map. And then maybe we'll do something with all of that research. Yeah, show me the blender. It's in here. Who's doing it? Seems like Barney. Possibly Barney the dinosaur. Where is Barney? What are you doing? Oh, you're delivering phosphorite. Or phosphorus. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, right, I had to tile this exit so that it was actually insulated. That's awkward. You know what, just build a couple of mesh tiles down here. Please tell me you're delivering slightly more than like 2 kilograms of refined phosphorus each. Right, how are you doing then? Okay, well, it looks like the rad dosage isn't that bad. Yeah, because when you're like having dinner as well, it's reducing. That's good. Yeah, oxalite is stored up pretty well. Go grab the other artifact as well. We've studied one space artifact. Well, the blender should count as another one, shouldn't it? Right? Show me the blender. I'm gonna yellow alert this, fuck it. Who's gonna do this? Barney, yeah. I guess this is as good a time as any to do the plastic. Yeah, you're nearly done. See what this gives us. Wait. There's no way! George, you can come and finish this. You silly duplicants. That was literally like the last second. Right, we have Uno Blender. This is plus 20 over 3. Okay, that's fine. What does this say? Trace amounts of edible food stuffs present in this blender indicate it was probably used to emulsify the ingredients of a mush bar. It's also very likely that it was employed at least once in the production of a peanut butter and banana smoothie. That sounds nice. Cool. And then that counts as a terrestrial artifact. Cool. What other artifacts do we have? It must just be artifacts covered in neutronium, right? So, alright. I haven't done this in a while, so humor me. Where do we get terrestrial artifacts from? Because obviously we found that one in a bit. Is it just literally a case of we have to go to every single asteroid, and there are 10 spread out across the entire star map? I'm imagining that is the case. But why isn't the carbon skimmer running? No power because... Oh, right. Oh, it's gone dormant! Oh, you sod. You absolute sod. Okay, well, that's not really an issue, because we can just build this wire here, but, like, it's the principle. Other planetoids that have terrestrial artifacts? Yes. Okay, cool. I do want to get that achievement done this run. I think it's possible. We've got a real mix of naphtha and sulfur going on down here now. That's okay. Right, we must be pretty close to done on this now, right? I think we can't actually get all the way up here. I think this blast door specifically needs to be priority 8. And then I guess once they're all open, we'll be able to get in here to grab the mesh tiles. But everything else is done, so this means that the pipe can actually go like this now. Cool. That achievement was the big goal for my solo dupe run. Oh my god, that must have taken ages with one dupe. As much as I find the prospect of a one dupe challenge to be entertaining, I think the practicality of it just taking so many cycles would wind me up. Okay, I think perhaps the Steam situation started to sort itself out. Still very gradually exporting all this gas out of here. I will continue to pay attention to this with great interest. Yeah, I guess the question is it worth building some ladders just so we can access this stuff a bit more easily? I mean, if we put a ladder here... Okay, here's what we're actually going to do. I'm going to actually put some, probably granite, ladders on each of these tiles, just so that we can actually climb up through here. I think this makes sense from a practicality point of view. Even if it does look slightly ugly. There we go. That one's going to be a bit weird. Yeah, and then you should be able to build that stuff a lot easier. Right. Your solo dupe run went on for 2048 cycles. Did Mind the Gap on that one too? Nice. Yeah, we do still have to do Mind the Gap. Are we going to do Mind the Gap on Twitch? Probably not. I'm going to be really honest. I don't think anyone is that interested in seeing that live. But who knows? Maybe I could be convinced somehow. Wow, it gets dark earlier now. Weird to think about. Oh, you're not actually hooking up properly now. Why? Is that because you're still going to build all these transformers down here? It is! You haven't doing any of this. Well then. I think at this point I'm just going to plug this one back in as well. We'll get everything running eventually. But let's just set these to 50 Radbolts for now then. Just get any remaining Radbolts out of it. Oh my god. Okay, maybe not quite like that. That probably just wasted a load of Radbolts. I don't know, less than it decaying in the machine, right? Yeah, you guys should be a lot quicker about building this now, because then you can just climb up here and then you can reach all of this. And then I believe we'll actually be done, but the main thing I need to do... The main thing I've still got to do is I've got to put a transformer here. Will be gold amalgam. That's fine. So... That heavy watt wire needs to go up here. That needs to come out here. Then I'm just going to send this wire this way, whatever. I'm really not planning on sending that many more wires this way. Okay. And then... How much power draw is this going to require? Oh, I guess it's difficult to say until it's built, isn't it? I just build it. Well, the other way to do minor gaps is to do it in the background while you work on other projects. That's true. That is true. I suppose theoretically it wouldn't take absolutely forever. There you go. Oh. Yeah. I understand. That was breaking the wire really quickly. Now this is something you don't want to see. All the Radbolt Generators just powering on and off. Decays pretty quickly without power. I don't know, actually. It doesn't decay that quickly. Obviously it's not very efficient, but we are still actually getting a couple of Radbolts out of it. Well, we built all of these now. Now we just need to plug the solar panels in, because we actually know this is still technically not quite enough power. But the wires are all plugged. The wires are all built now, so that should actually hook up. This wire down here actually needs to be like the main one. So that should be priority 9. And we can just do this. Oh, we're out of steel for bunker doors! You heard me. Okay, listen. Listen, knobhead. Give me what I want. How much is each of these again? 500 kilos? And each of these is what? 100 kilos? Ugh. Then you're not running because you're too hot. Because you're running off of hot polluted water while we're dealing with the Dracopocalypse. Well, at least we should still be getting plenty of glossy Dracos, but yeah, our regular Draco population is going to suffer. Not that we actually need the regular Draco. Yeah, you still got 9 of them in there. Good. Still gradually trying to dig all of this as well. Yeah, that's going to take a little while. How irritating. Yeah, these guys are really struggling now. How you doing? You're doing well. You got 50 databanks. How many do we need? We need 136. Well, you're not irradiated, so you can just stay up here for as long as you need to, really. I'm not sure. Do we actually have enough power banks? Possibly not. We could grab all of these steel tiles, but it's going to take a little minute, so do these up. I know we're going to be vulnerable to side meteors for a little bit. To be fair, that's a fair few bunker tiles. We could probably just use the rest of the steel to just close this off. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, for fuck's sake. You can't be serious. Absolute moron. At least now I can actually reach the rest of this. There you go. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Like, the frames are not good. We are clearly getting too hot. I guess that's the next question, is how do we solve the lag? I mean, I think the actual answer is stream on days where it's less hot. Because at the end of the day, recording a YouTube video is not as much strain on the computer as live streaming. I mean, if we can keep it like 10 FPS, I'm alright with that. It's when it gets down to like 5 FPS where it starts to really feel bad. Glad these are working now. You know, I'll cancel these just for... In any case, I think we've mostly done what we wanted today. I just want to get this bit finished first. This shouldn't take very long. Principle. Right, yeah, that can connect in here. And that's all going to charge up. Okay, so the good news is we are now charging all the Radbolt generators with the solar power as well. So we now can actually run all of our Radbolt generators. That's good. And now, let's actually, just for a minute, while we're waiting for other stuff to happen. Oh, got pod? What we got? Nimble reads, sure. Oh, I interrupted the friggin' return camera bit. That's not very good. Let's see. So now that we have definitely enough power, and the Radbolts are all timed at slightly different intervals because of the depower being random, we can just watch and see how many Radbolts we end up with, see how many random merges we have with it firing at every 50 Radbolts. It is quite satisfying just to watch them. Especially now that the duplicates aren't just running in the way. How much diamond have we made now? I don't know what I really expected. Yeah, it doesn't look like Eddie's getting over here because the dupes are getting to the errands here before the Radbolts fire all this way. Is there a point to radioactive contaminant germs? I never figured it out. In any case, I think we could turn this back to 500 or so now. Is that acceptable? No, I think we agreed 250 was the aim. So to 250. Fuel circuits overloaded. They generally don't do anything. Yeah, I didn't think they did. I just wonder why they added them. "67 databanks. So we need 136. Yeah, let's just get this stuff finished and then we'll wrap it up. So I'm imagining this will get wrapped up in probably about, I don't know, like 20 minutes, maybe? The good news is we have enough steel. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy wire. get everything built first. It always worries me when you scroll over and the gas map mode looks a bit weird. I grab all that. I don't think it should actually take them very long to do the rest of this. But yeah, now we're towards the end of the stream. So I want to ask you guys again. So, YouTube channel at the moment. I am now planning on uploading or giving early access to the Sandbox Showcase videos, now that we're making more of them, to members, to YouTube channel members, as a perk of that. I was wondering, yeah, because I don't think it really impacts most viewers that much, but it's just a little bit of an incentive for the members, and it means there's a little initial window before public release where if someone spots something that's really obvious that I missed, it gives a chance for it to get caught. Because I'm pretty thorough when I'm doing my checking, but like I can miss some things, and we did miss out something important on the refined phosphorus video. So I like building in that opportunity for feedback before public release, and I think that's a good way of doing it. But it also means that people like it would work a lot better if people were YouTube members. But I don't know. I don't know what the best plan is for that. Because the reality is, I don't have that much time to commit more to the YouTube channel than I'm already doing with the YouTube videos on topics I want to do. Like, I have my list of topics that I want to cover. The list is growing faster than we can actually make the videos. Which on the one hand is really good, but on the other hand means that, yeah, like, I can't put more juice into it. Or I can't have, like, special members-only videos, which I guess would be a thing. I don't know. What would a members-only video of this channel even look like? Is there anything I would want to share only with members? Probably not. I like sharing all the stuff generally with everyone. I think a lot of people... So some channels like to lean on memberships more because they don't get monetized from ad revenue. But the ad revenue hasn't really been a problem for us because it's gaming content. There's nothing controversial in it. Well, other than how often these guys pee themselves, frankly. But, like, it's relatively risk-free from an advertising point of view, because I know people who have set up channels and they had a huge viewer base, but they weren't actually able to monetize it properly off of ads because of YouTube's policies on that and the content they were making. And then they leaned more on memberships to actually get the funding to put the videos together. Yeah, it's just interesting to think about, because I hadn't really thought about it up until this point. It's a lot of random hydrogen up here. It's actually a lot of random hydrogen. Also, we still have one extra satellite over here, by the way. Like, yeah, here it is, Mr. Crunchy. I mean, we tried to insulate it pretty well, but, like, I could probably still insulate it a little bit better. These tiles here, these should be plastic tiles. Definitely. Oh! Oh, the issue is, it's right smack dab in the middle of the base. If it wasn't for the fact it's right smack dab in the middle of the base... Wait, I have an idea. I have an idea. What if I just launch... What if I just launch the payloads up here? The only issue then is we can't actually reach these tiles. So, debris has to get here to actually get dug out. But we could potentially launch payloads up this shaft. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I think that's what we should do with this instead of the Wheezeworts. Because Wheezeworts are naff, to be honest. They're not very good. And we only need one Radbolt Generator, so it's not going to use a huge amount of power. And then, I guess we'd just put it, like, I don't know, like... We just put it here, and then have the reflectors go up this way. So we don't need to do it now, but that's... I think what I'll do is I'll actually just put the... If I just put the building there... Oh my god. I forgot how big this thing is. Right. If I just do this... Because this is where we're dumping all of our regolith and everything. I think that makes sense. What's broken? Another gas pipe? Uh oh. Awkward. You can make this out of ceramic too. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. So maybe that's what we're going to do next. Although we won't need to do it for a while, to be honest. It's more that I just remember that that's what we're doing. And yeah, I'll just fire them. Oh, if I fire the Radbolts here, the troops are going to get in the way, aren't they? I can come up with a solution to that. It's not going to be a huge mess. Right, I want you to Pro-9 that so it's actually getting done. And then you're just building the rest of these lines. Are you waiting for the door to open? Are you serious? Oh my god. This is the worst issue with these things. The dupes actually trap themselves up here trying to do tasks. We got 4 dupes up here waiting for the doors to open. Alright, real talk. This wire is getting combined, just for now. That needs to be like priority 1,000,000. Because otherwise everyone's just going to get hooked up here. So this is going to get disconnected just for now. I hate it! It's like the most annoying thing. But they're all having fun. Right, so let's just put the payload thing here. Yeah, make it out of, I don't know, gold amalgam. Oh. It needs to fire up the gap. It's pretty obvious in hindsight. So what I would have to do is I would have to put it at the bottom. It fires out the middle. You know what? I'm just going to put it here so we remember that that's what we're thinking of doing. Because if otherwise, if we're doing the satellite, the Radbolts are going to have to go all the way over here. And we're going to lose a lot of Radbolts. I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. We're not going to build it for a while anyways. This is going to be an absolute age. This does actually get dupes killed, by the way, if they're not in suits. Right, on that note, I think we're done. I'm pretty satisfied with the progress that Sonia has made. We've actually got 97 databanks in here. We're pretty close to actually being done. I reckon she'd probably be done in like cycle 660. But I don't necessarily need to wait around for that today. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go raid someone else. And then we're going to get some actual sleep. Because that's a good idea. And we'll be back on Thursday. Because it should be less hot on Thursday. Not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. Maybe I'll try and do some YouTube stuff tomorrow. Maybe not. We'll see. Right. video concludo. Thanks very much for hanging out, everyone. If you're still here from Stinger's Playground's raid or Percuss's raid earlier, thank you very much for hanging out. Your companionship is
Thanks for the
appreciated.
follow.
Thank you very much for following Miaboo77. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Follow me to get notifications when I go live. We're usually streaming on Twitch 7:30 to 10:30 British time-ish. Today we were a little bit early. Are you from Perks Raid? Fair enough, no worries. Yeah, usually we're a bit later than this, but I need an early night tonight. I really need an early night. It's a YouTube channel. We upload all the VODs on there. VODs are usually available 2 days after the stream-ish. And we obviously have a lot of discussion videos on there as well. And there's a Discord where we talk about video games. We've been posting builds in there. We've been posting a lot of in-progress builds. People are showing off a lot of ranches at the moment. But yeah, loads of people in the Discord. So if you want to get feedback on a build, someone will probably look at it and respond at some point. Maybe even me. Who knows? But yeah, let's go raid someone. Let's see who's about. Yeah, I'm looking forward to upgrading my computer. That should happen. That should happen at some point in the next year, I think. I did actually intentionally set the budget a little bit high because I don't know how much computer stuff is going to cost in a year. So we'll see. Maybe we can actually get it a bit sooner than a year. Right, we're going to go raid Live Action Pixel. They are currently playing Oxygen Not Included. They're doing a Q&A session, apparently. Blimey. Well, let's go figure out what's in the Q&A. Cycle 120. Take care, everyone. Have a nice Tuesday evening. Sleepies wellies.